right, man, let's talk about vetting questions that guys are scared to ask, okay? I guess this would be part one. And, you know, you got guys that admit that they don't know how to vet properly. And I think part of not vetting properly, one part is I think a lot of guys just got their mind on sex. And then I think the other part of it, guys be too scared to ask. Like, they scared to, it goes back to dudes being scared to lose women. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get in relationships scared to walk on eggshells, scared to ask a woman something. You know what I'm saying? Or ask her a tough question. And I think if you establish a relationship asking those tough questions, she's gonna respect you. And if she do feel like you offended her or whatever, then hey, shit, you know, it wasn't gonna work to begin with. And I think one of the ones dudes is scared to ask is her sexuality. You know what I'm saying? And this is a very uncomfortable conversation for dudes to have. Especially dudes who don't believe it to be true. And I remember a girl telling me this back in like 2017, 18. I worked with her. And we worked real close together. She was from Ohio. We kind of still in talk. We Facebook friends. So we kind of still stay connected, whatever. And she told me that a lot of women are bisexual / or lesbian, which I don't believe, you bisexual. Especially when it comes to women, they are bisexual. And me, I'm a very open-minded individual. So I don't like to see things from just my perspective. I try to put myself in her, and I'm like, she a female, so she would know this. And she was like, a lot of reasons why your girlfriend's friends or best friend don't like you is because, they had a sexual relationship or she got a crush on her. And as, this thing keep going with the LGBTQ plus community, keep growing and stuff, and the more intel you keep getting, to be honest, you really can't deny what she's saying. And I tell you this, I knew this chick, whatever I was dealing with, right? And I didn't know. Like, dude, I had a run bisexual chicks. And it wasn't by design. You gotta remember, this before this shit was popular. Polygamy, niggas didn't even know what that meant. Niggas barely knew what heterosexual meant. So back in the when I was in college, long story short, my homie smashed this girl. She smashed him, but that's another story. And then she started like coming on to me, whatever. So, I didn't really stun her. I just tried to keep it friends. But, while she was smashing my homie on top of the mail office in college, long story short, me and her friend was looking for them. We couldn't find them. We walked around campus, so we ended up forming a relationship. We got real close, whatever. And her and the other girl, they was, into that type of stuff. So, we kind of like got close. I just leave it like that. We kind of got real close and shit. Like, we kind of had like a little thing going on. So, like, I didn't intend for that to happen at all. You know what I'm saying? So I had ran into them too, and now I was dealing with this other chick or whatever. And we took it serious. And for whatever reason, dude, I started going through her phone, whatever, right? I don't know. We used to swap phones. And I started going through her phone and her Facebook messages, and I found out like she was bi. Right? Like, I'd be hitting it or whatever, right? And she would be like, you want to have a threesome or whatever, woo, 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 woo. And I'm thinking, in sex, you can't take nothing somebody say serious. So I'm like, I ain't really taking it serious. I'm just saying, woo, 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 woo. You can have whatever you want a threesome. So I ain't really stunning it like that. I go through the messages, whatever, right? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, she, like, literally, and I ain't gonna talk about nothing that I ain't really, like, experiencing, nobody close to me experience. So I'm like, yeah, I ain't really want tripping on it. Like I said before, I had dealt with a girl when I was younger that was like that. So, and to be honest, all these girls besides her chose me. So I was like, yeah, woo, 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 woo. She was like, well, that happened before we got together. You can't hold that. I ain't holding against you, But that's how I knew that I wasn't vetting properly, because that's something that I should have knew, right? So then it got to the point where I started to try to cash in on that threesome ring check, and she's like, no, I don't want to share you and all this shit. I'm like, oh man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But we was serious though, so I definitely understood. I understood the ramifications. We had some other things going on. So I understood the ramifications at the time, right? So And I wonder if I try to cash on that rain check now, I'm gonna do that shit. Mark my words. I'm gonna like hit her up like, yo, you know. But you got some people that don't believe in that, but you'll be surprised, man, how many of y'all girls, y'all girlfriend, and women to tell, if you become a safe space for a woman, bro, they will tell you, man, I'm telling you. And you see this women talking about dudes who like they little thing, had like they butt ate or whatever, right? And a lot of times you hear women tell the story on social media, it was them who end up doing it to the guy. I'm pretty sure a lot of the guys be drunk, whatever, and then they say, well, he never wanted to go back. He always asked for it. It be women that be doing that to y'all dudes. And a lot of women be trying to turn y'all into the female, to be honest. That's what y'all really don't know. But you know what? That's a different conversation for a different day. So that's why I be telling y'all, like, y'all got to ask that question, bro. Like, you know, you and the guys or you and the girls and guys, however you want to slip it in. You want to slip it as a joke. If you want to be a straight shooter, serious, because you got some guys that say, well, you shouldn't use emojis or LOL if you want a girl to take you serious. And you got some dudes who as part of they approach is to be funny. I'm on the funny side of things. You know, that's just who I am personality-wise. But you got to start asking women that. And a lot of guys scared to ask women their sexuality, bro. And women will have no problem asking you whatever, how much you make, where you work at, what's your sexuality, what kind of car you drive, none of that. They not scared to ask you. And a lot of y'all ninjas be scared that if she get up and leave the table or she never call you again or whatever, hey man, charge it to the game, bro. Especially, you know, if you just trying to smash, hey, so be it. But then again, you still want to know what type of, that's why I tell people, you can't be sleeping around with any and everybody. And women to tell you, well, you know what? You know, I don't be sleeping with any and everybody. I gotta watch who I get this thing to. This, you know, and a lot of times that be a fucking lie. A lot of times that be a lie. Because most black women is going, you know, most modern women today, because they take after a lot of, you know, hip hop culture. If they physically attracted to you, they gonna sleep with you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. And the majority of them ain't gonna make you put no condom on. And if you put one on, they gonna make you take it off. And once you take it off, you're gonna have to act like you don't hear, you know, and keep smashing. Trust me. But a lot of y'all be scared to ask these women their sexuality, bro. And then you have a baby by her, and then next thing you know, y'all break up, and now it's a bull dagger and a lesbian raising your kid. And now you looking stupid because you didn't vet properly. Yeah, ask some questions. You know, next one to ask, you know, what you believe in. Monogamy, polygamy, or whatever else they got going on there. Ask her. Ask her these questions, especially if you're trying to take her serious, bro. Especially, and in the way she answer it, you know she lying and telling the truth. You know it. You know it. If she look at you serious and be like, boy, you know, like, you know, be like, I want to know. Especially, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna give you a little hack real quick. Especially if she feel comfortable asking you how much you make, or she feel comfortable where you work at and all that. Okay, you hit her back, right, where you work at. But I got another question for you. On a serious note, like, you know, what you believe in? Monogamy, polygamy. You know what I'm saying? You a free spirit? What? I mean, don't be. Ask her. Ask her. A lot of y'all be putting y'all thing in women and don't be asking them, bruh. And I used to make the same mistake. They don't mind asking you nothing. They don't mind grabbing one through your phone or nothing, man. You know, and I think women respect the honesty in the long run. They respect the honesty in the long run, bruh. That's why I say you always keep it honest with them, bro. Always keep it real with them. But ask her, like, what you believe in. And then another thing, you ask her, like, you know, where your daddy at? Was your daddy in your life? Niggas be scared to ask that. You know why that matter? You know what I'm saying? Or when you have a father figure, she might be like, John, mama husband raised us, whatever. That matter, bro. And my homie put me on that a long time ago. He told me to ask that question. Because 9 times out of 10, when a woman got a father, especially if he do it halfway right being a father, she already know what expectations that she want from him. She ain't really trying to figure out. She already got expectations because her dad showed her the expectations. You don't want a woman that don't know nothing. You know, you get a woman that you could tell a woman who ain't got no daddy. She feel like you supposed to take care of her or whatever. One thing about having a father there, a lot of them girls that I deal with have fathers, and like I said, I don't be like when I pick them, it don't be by this. You know, when I literally pick them. I don't know what it is, but the majority I pick with, they got fathers. And the one thing about them is, you'll think, well, they just want you to take care of them like their daddy took care of them. No, one thing about them, they are independent, bro. They independent. You know what I'm saying? But also, it's not the point where they independent, but they also got a sense of dependency. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll get on there and, you know, they'll fix their garbage disposal. They know how to change their tire or whatever like that. But also on the flip side of shit, real talk, on the flip side, they also know when it's time for you to step in and how to, and what you supposed to do. See, most of y'all get with these women, they don't have a clue what a real man is or what a man supposed to do. So when she said, oh, you gotta get my nails done, you gotta take care of me, or it's $500 to date me, or you should court me, they don't know what the fuck, they don't know what's going on. They ain't have nobody to show them nothing. That's why that's important. They already have an expectation of what you supposed to bring to the table. And that expectation is not completely, like I said, dependency. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when y'all go out here and y'all pick a woman, and when you have sex, you're literally gambling on a life partner. When you have sex, and I say this all the time, sex is not meant for your pleasure. Sex is meant for reproduction. Even if you have your tubes tied or you have a vasectomy as a man, because Antonio Cromartie had a vasectomy and still was having kids after his vasectomy, it's still meant for reproduction, bro. So think about it, especially when you put a condom on or you go raw dog, it's still for reproductive purposes. You know what I'm saying? You still in the act of reproducing. So think about that for a minute. So when you think about going to second, third base with a woman, think about it. This is somebody who you might have to be linked to through a lifetime. And this is why everybody, men and women, have to be meticulous on who they sleep with. This is why the vetting process is supposed to be thorough. This is why, you know, after you meet her, then you like, oh, I can smash her, you know. Not mean you should. You know, I was with somebody for 7 years and still was learning shit about the way I felt day one or year one wasn't the way I felt year 7. Shit, year 2 or 3. And I tell you this, as a man, it's hard getting out of relationships. And I tell you that it's hard. It's hard for us to leave relationships because we are comfortable creatures. We get comfortable even when we're uncomfortable, like you're comfortable. You feel me? You're comfortable. You're comfortable being uncomfortable in relationships because that's what you're supposed to be as a man. You're supposed to be the backbone. All the stress and shit supposed to fall on you. You're supposed to handle it and deal with it. But those are just a few questions that people are scared to ask women. What is your sexuality? You know, right? What do you believe? Okay, then, you know, what you believe in polygamy? Do you believe in, you know, monogamy? I mean, if I was you, I'd ask, you know, if you scared to ask, and that's why Pookie and Ray Rays go for to get the win all the time, because they're honest. They're not scared to ask the question. Their intentions are made, and I'm gonna say this every video when I speak on stuff like this. Their intentions are made up front. Yeah, I got 10 kids, but I just want to shot you. And she gonna respect the honesty. Stop lying to hit these hoes, because at the end of the day, or you get into it with these women, because all it's gonna do is fall back on you. You know, and then ask her, was her father in her life? Did you have both parents? You had a father in your life, or whatever? Because 9 times out of 10, if she didn't have a male figure, she don't know what she wants. And you gonna be willing to teach her what a man supposed to be? Because today in modern world, they think a man they think a man is just basically a trick. Oh, so many guys wasted my time before, so you have to do this, so I gotta make up for all the other guys wasting your time. How they make that make sense? And I'll give you a bonus thing to tell her. Like, I'll tell them up front, straight up and down, bro. Like, I'm not dating just for sex. If I want a quick flip, man, I can just spin the block on somebody I already know. You know what I'm saying? And be done with it. Like, really, at this point, dude, I'm dating for somebody, to build with and be long term with it, and possibly, possibly marry. Possibly. Build a family with. And I tell people, to be upfront, just tell them. All right, this one I'm looking for. You like, well, I ain't looking for nothing serious. I'm just looking to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Woo, 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 woo. And another one you can't be scared to ask them is, let's go get tested together. Let's see where your my chart at. Before you get intimate with somebody, ask them. It don't hurt to go get tested together and see what's up. Or if y'all get tested individually, you don't want them in your business, whatever like that. Especially for a lot of y'all who sleeping around, bro. It's too many, and I can't speak for women, bro, but it's too many guys who don't want to know. And I'm gonna speak on that. Put that in my notes. It's a bunch of guys who don't want to know, bro. This is why y'all don't know y'all women are bisexual. This is why y'all don't know why y'all women be cheating on y'all or not. Y'all don't want to know. Y'all don't want to know because y'all can't handle it. So y'all rather live in the dark. Me personally, and a lot of people that live in the I don't want to know world. A lot of people that live in that I don't want to know world. Okay? A lot of people that live in that world, bro, they don't live in their truth. They don't want to know the truth. They want to live in Candyland. A lot of y'all dudes know y'all women be cheating on y'all. Y'all know y'all women is shady. Y'all just don't be wanting to know. And I explained this before on my other channel. Check it out, Goodfella TV, my main channel. I be wanting to know. I ain't gonna cap. I be wanting to know. Shit. Especially before you commit to something like marriage or moving in with somebody, whatever. I be wanting to know. And I understand for the people who don't want to know, who live in the dark and woo woo woo. But I tell you one thing about women, they always want to get to the bottom of it because they ain't got shit else to do. Me personally, bro, if you being scared, you playing me, or I'm disposable to you, the thing about that is that mean, and they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about deleting you and setting you up and rob your ass or take you for everything when you go get divorced. They don't care about that shit. So that's just a little tidbit, bro. It kind of went longer than I expected, dude. Hey, man, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button, man. I'm building a playlist still, building social media. I appreciate the love, support. Peace.